Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian McCollum, and today we are out at the range with a Mark II Welrod in 32 ACP. So when the Welrod was first developed, they had a Mark I and a Mark II. This was the II. The Mark I had a fixed magazine instead of a detachable magazine. In testing, they chose this. They then later developed another version of the Welrod in 9mm. That one got the official designation of 9mm Welrod Mark I. So it's kind of a weird position where the Mark II came first and the Mark I came second. But I have once or twice had the chance to shoot one of these, but never on camera, and I thought that would be a fun thing to show you. So, first off, the magazine is the pistol grip, 32 ACP. We've got a grip safety right back there, and this is a manually operated bolt-action pistol. All right, so chamber around, you rotate the bolt into position so those two are together, and then this little guy that looks like a bent piece of pipe, which is a bent piece of pipe, that is our trigger. That is quiet. That is totally ear safe, hearing safe, quiet. Now the way the Welrod works, it has both metal baffles and rubber wipes in it. Now this particular example has had a couple rounds fired through it already, so there are holes already in the wipes, which means that was actually a louder shot than you would normally get for the first shot with, solid unfired wipes. It's interesting, it doesn't have a crack of a gunshot at all. It sounds like more of a loud thump. I don't know how well this comes through on camera. It's super cool. This is literally designed to be an assassin's gun. So the idea that, the wipes are only good for a handful of shots is really not a problem, because this is not a gun that you're using to get into a gun battle. It is an up close. It really does not sound like a gunshot. The sights on here, if you take a look at those, we have basically a rear track, vertical track, and a front post. This was originally painted white, and the idea was to make it as visible as possible in very low light, because, as an assassin's pistol, it's the sort of thing that gets used in the dark relatively often. Back here, that's my grip safety. That is my magazine release. So once you take the magazine out, this doesn't really look like a gun to most people. All right, so there we go. There's our round, bolt in, locked into place. It's getting a little bit louder now. That's the 5th round, I think, 6th round maybe that I've put through. And we're getting more and more. All right, so that's empty. If we look at, you can see there's a pretty solid big hole in that front wipe now. And that comes from putting, 5 or 6 rounds, plus I think it had 2 or 3 or 4 rounds put through it earlier today. So once you get up to something like 10 rounds, you definitely lose some of the suppression. Now it's actually starting to sound like a gunshot, but it's a very quiet gunshot. So I think I've got one more round in this magazine. Yeah, that's interesting. The sound has definitely changed over the course of just these handful of rounds, but that's what you get with a white-based suppressor. So very cool. Big thanks to the kind collector who gave me a chance to do some shooting with this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.